Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing.
What's up, y'all? I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown of the mix on Wave Chapelle's new song, What's Up. I'm gonna break down the vocals for you right here. This is the raw vocal, no processing. We got a few auxes that were inherited with the session.
Transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate. Really, they just the same.
So you get the vibe. It's a really well recorded vocal. Menebeats recorded this one. There was a plug-in chain, and a lot of stuff I kept just because it's kind of synonymous with the sound that they decided on during the recording session. But I'm gonna give you a little breakdown, kind of some things that I felt that could be improved within the mix. So first thing, this is a little quick, easy way to attenuate some frequencies that might be bothering you. Shout out to Jesse Ray. This is something that I saw in one of his videos, and I've been adapting it in more of my sessions lately. Here we're using the Ozone 11 stabilizer. I'm gonna show you what that's doing right quick.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
So as you can see, it's kind of dipping out some of the lows, some of the low mids. There's some frequencies that just need to be attenuated at certain times. And this stabilizer plugin does a really good job at controlling those kind of unwanted frequencies at times. Next, I'm gonna show you a little bit of compression. Can't remember if this was on the session when I got it or not. The CLA2A is a really simple, easy compressor. You know, you got two knobs. It's real straightforward, and I like the tone that you can get out of this classic Wave CLA2A. So let's listen, let's hear what it's doing.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
So as you can see, we're doing, quite a bit of compression. From there, this is something that I know was in the session when I got it. And the CLA vocals, I know a lot of people hate on it, and it's one of those plugins that say gift and a curse, because while you do get great tones out of this plugin, you also do get noise. And so it's really important to make sure that when this plugin is not on, you are muting it, because you don't want that noise to build up within your session.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
You hear what that did. It's bringing the vocal out a little bit more. We're getting a little bump in the mids and a little bit of compression. And then here we're just making sure that we gain stage it to keep it consistent. Like I said, we don't want the volume trick to make you think that something's better than it actually is. From there, we have the SSL channel. This is really shaping the vocal quite a bit, dipping out some 347, boosting a tiny bit of presence at 2.5. We're boosting a little bit of 7K and boosting a lot of 11K. Little filter right here. Nothing crazy. Let's hear what that's doing.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
It's controlling Wave's vocals a little bit more, taking out a little bit more of that low end. Like I said, there's quite a bit of bass in his voice. While that is great, it just needs to be controlled at times. And so at 347, where honestly on a lot of artists, I'll probably boost like 350, 360, just a little bit to give it a little bit more weight. On this one, we took it out and just doing a little bit of compression. I like the compression that you get from the SSL channel strip. It sounds good, and so we got that going right now. This was a plugin that I know I inherited in the session, but I changed the settings quite a bit. Just wanted to get more control and make sure that we weren't taking away too much, and we weren't boosting too much, and then making sure that we gain stage. So I'm gonna play what that sounds like.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
So that's the C6. And then this right here this is a tool that Menebeats and I have been using for a long time. And there's something about this Manny Marroquin triple D. When you boost this de-esser, you're actually getting compression. It's bringing things in your face. While it is controlling sibilance, it's bringing things, forward. I really like to add this, especially if you dip some low end, you add it back in with this triple D, and it just gives the vocal some good, weight to it. Let's listen to what this is doing.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
So that's the triple D. And then this right here is probably my secret weapon. The Arturia Dist Tube Culture is one of those saturation plugins that you really don't have to do much. You can dial in, how much saturation you want. And I like to use this in place of an EQ. If I'm just looking for a little bit more, brightness and just kind of sharpness, get the vocal to pop out a little bit more, I go for this plugin. I'm going to play you what it's doing on this track.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
So now that we got the vocal mixed in, there were a few things that I added a doubler, added a little bit of parallel compression, and then this clear reverb that just kind of adds, it's almost like an EQ. It just kind of adds a little bit more mid-range. Let's listen to what those do.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
The last piece to the puzzle is I'll go in and I'll come up with some different kind of sweeteners. Maybe it might be delays, it might be reverbs, and just different moments that I can add throughout the verse that I feel like if there's a space and it calls for it, I can deliver that. So on this one, I got the distortion going into kind of a telephone style EQ, going into a ping pong H delay. From there, rolling off some lows and then sending it through this reverb, through this R-verb, where the R-verb gives you kind of a layered sound, and I really like it with a lot of the songs that we do, especially with Wave. So I'm going to play you what this is doing.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate.
So as you can hear, that it kind of almost acts like an ad-lib in this one. Just ping pong, it just fills the space. It's the vibe. It really, just adds a little bit more character to the vocals, to the verse. Now I'm going to play you this whole verse from the top to bottom, and you can hear how everything ended up working out.
Yeah, transition in my grind, the winter from summer. Throwing the words over the vibes like wind with the thunder. Staying close to the love, but embracing the hate. Really, they just the same thing like dinner and supper. Speaking of supper, my plate is full, I'ma finish mine. Take care of the family's the main goal, just give it time. I like to make a toast to those I love the most. And you know how I do, I keep the family close. It's my
And that's it. That's Wave Chapelle. What's up? Vocal breakdown. If you have any questions, comments, drop them below. Yeah, appreciate y'all.